Live from Chicago, here's the Black Knight of Talk Radio, James Arthur Yancek.
All right, we are back and we're live. First time on YouTube in over a year. So, well, you know, me and YouTube had some disagreements on topics and opinions and whatnot. And as they started to lop off shows from many years ago, I decided to let's just leave well alone. But here's something we can agree with regardless of religious background, political background, race, creed, color, yo mama, and everything else, is animal rescue. That is a topic that is dear to my heart, and I've recently had experience with Ruby Whiskers Animal Rescue, which is the logo there. I'm going to talk about them and what they're offering, or what they offer and what they need from you at this moment. And then I will talk about my own happenings with our cats that we've had. We've took in, had beds for, and helped feral cats in the neighborhood, and it got a little out of hand. And talking about it with Les Visible one day, he mentioned on the show, and several listeners, God bless them, donated to the cause. And out of the blue, as I got to be pretty desperate, we had 9 cats, three kittens, I'd say teenagers, right? We couldn't find a place for them, and we had 2 smaller ones and 3 pregnant ones. And I'm like, we got to do something. And I'm a, you know, don't want to pro-life, don't want to kill them and all that stuff. So it was getting pretty hairy there. And then to the rescue comes Ruby Whiskers. And I cannot talk enough about them. I've been working with Bree over there with our situations, and God bless them. God bless them. Let me see something here. I just had a red bar come up. I don't know what that means. So let me. I hope this is working. I got some kind of error message, but it seems to be working. If not, I'll re-upload it and so forth. So I want to talk about them. For people who have been following Feet to Fire and wondered where we went to, just take a moment to bring this up. And you can find us over at Rumble. Let me see where my little button is here. There we go. There is the Rumble channel. It is, you can do over there, look for Feet to the Fire Radio. So we had to start all over there. We had 1,900 and some listeners here, 1,950 listeners for like 10 years. There's like some kind of limit or what have you. But I thought, since we're talking about this particular topic, which was animal rescue, I would go back to YouTube and all of them, and we'd start from here, because it's such an important thing that it's beyond all kinds of disagreements. Now, Ruby Whiskers. Now, I was let me tell you about them before I get into my story, because it's more important you hear this up front first and whatnot. And they are out of Lamont, Illinois, for those who are in the Illinois, Chicago area. And what they do is they are able to rescue dogs and cats. They have a deal, they have a relationship with veterinarians, so they can rescue them. They can find adoptions. They have a foster plan, a situation where people will take them in while they're ailing, or they're pregnant or ailing, and work with them and so on. So it's pretty nice. And they actually have, for people who are low on money, but they have pets, they have donated food that they will share. So it's all pretty cool what they do. And in particular, what they did for us is with our cats. I mentioned we were going crazy here, and they were able to work with us. We have most of them already rescued and placed. The one thing in particular I wanted to mention on this, let me go to the webpage here. You can see them, is that they have a new a new program going on that's called for TNR, which is trap, neuter, and release for the feral cats. This way that they won't keep putting out cats. Now, I read this. I didn't realize it until recently on us, but one cat in its lifespan, feral cat in its lifespan, which are shorter for feral cats outside, than inside, but they can produce through their litters and the litters and the litters and the litters up to 100,000 cats in its lifetime. Given the lifespan of each cat down the way here, that's a lot of cats. And for those who think that's exaggerated, all these cats. In fact, I'm going to start this. I'm going to take these pictures off. I'm going to start. I got a slideshow. It's going to be above my head there. Those are our cats that we've had over the years. Where we started out with one. It always starts with one, and then, actually it was a male too. And then we ended up having a female, and they had kittens. But we were able to give out the kittens to people. Amazon guy took one. Mailman wanted one. The neighbors, their relatives. I've called up pet stores. They've taken them. I've done all these type of things, and all of a sudden, no one wants them. They can't afford them, or they already have them, and they're doing all these things, and it's like, what do we do? So we had 3 right there that pops up there. Those were the 3 latest ones. One of them is missing an eye, and it was damaged, I guess. And what do we do with them? They're starting to get to be adolescents, and it's hard, it's a little kitten when you start to get teenagers, So we got a letter from Bree over at the Ruby Whiskers, and they worked with us. They took the 3 kittens that you saw up there. They treated them. Apparently, they had some kind of a infection in their intestines, which was good. I didn't know because we don't see their poop, but in a cage you do. And they took care of them. They were placed. They just been neutered, and now they'll be adopted. We brought in one of the pregnant cats. That again, these cats all these cats you see are all from one mother. They're all related. And so we had the one cat was taken in, and very nice, cat. Lucinda would pick up all the kittens, and she would domesticate them, so to speak, so they were good with people. And the ones that we had kept kept, they're also pretty nice and all that. So there's one cat, Jazzy, who has now gone to a home, fostered. She's pregnant. She's gonna have the kittens. They'll be domesticated, and they'll be fixed and placed, adopted. And Jazzy will retire and have a nice life indoors instead of living outside. I have another one. It's called Yoda. It's a dark one. It's on one of the pictures here. It's a little bit more skittish, but they're working with them, and they'll work with the cats to get them relaxed with humans if they've been too much. If sometimes the feral cats are too bad and they can't, and then this is another good thing. What do you do with a feral cat that you can't work into a house? Well, sometimes you can release and you can have them fixed and go back to where they came from. So if you have an outdoor cat, you can bring them back home and reintroduce them here. Or they have a couple of places where the people had either built a big barn, or perhaps it was a farm, and they have a big barn, but the farm's been sold off. Whatever the reason, they have a giant barn, and they put little houses in there and beds and whatever, and they keep the feral cats have their own little big community condos. God bless these people who do this stuff, right? Because there's costs involved. There's obviously a lot of effort and so forth. And more important, a feral farm to foster is pregnant this together, and it's not free for them to do, but it's not based on what you can pay them. I mean, they're thinking about the cats and the dogs. They also have clinics where you can bring your animals in to get their nails done, and some veterinary clinics for shots. I mean, all this is done for one purpose, because of the love of animals and wanting to help them. And so I mean I could do handsprings if I could to try and tell you how much I love these people over there. They do have and the links are in the bottom. They do have a special TNR drive, support drive, to go out and reach out to areas and let people know that it's there. So if you have a neighborhood cat that doesn't belong to anybody, you could trap them and bring them to them, and they will take care of them and either go to the barn place or what have you, or you can bring them back and release them. And otherwise, they're going to be destined. I mean, eventually, these cats can't have kittens forever. They'll end up dying. And I mean, that's what I'm thinking. If we have one cat called a mama cat, who's the mother of all of these cats, different fathers, but mother of all these cats, I don't even know how many litters she's had. I don't really keep track, but it's 5, 6. And, one day she's going to die in childbirth or cat birth. And then now what? You're going to have little cats inside? I mean, I was waking up at night panicking. Waking up at night panicking, wondering, what am I going to do? There's 2 cats got out of hand. What am I going to do? And, being a pro-life guy, you start to realize, what does pro-life really mean? In fact, I'll be doing that a segment of that in my series I'm working on Feet to the Fire. And it's really a test. It's like, I just noticed the date. I got to change that to 2007. How did I do that? 25. There we go. How did that happen here? There we go. So I'm waking up literally in panic, trying to figure out how am I going to do these with these cats and work with them, and they've came out wonderfully and helped us. They have the about them, Ruby Whiskers was the original cat who inspired all of this. She was found by the person who started us all, and of course I forgot her name. That's real nice, good publicity. But the cat was Ruby Whiskers, and or maybe she. I'm going to stop already, making a fool of myself. But anyway, this is the original one. They did all this. You have the ability to adopt, so you can, if you want to have a kitten or a dog, but rather than go out and buy a new one, nothing against those dogs, but there's dogs and cats who really can use homes. You can go and adopt through them. You also have a foster program where you could take in a cat that's infirmed or pregnant or what have you, going through things, and help them. And while they work on adoptions and so forth, I've met several over the years who have taken in cats, fostered them, ended up giving them to family members and other people, church members, whatever. And so these fosters, great people too. And again, if anybody would like to do these things, you want to adopt, would you like to foster? The email and the way to get a hold of them, the rubywhiskers.org is their website, but the email is down in the bottom of this. Also, obviously, while everything works on money, I mean, nothing's free, you can donate both products. When I went to their facilities, there was people dropping off cat food, dog food, various house carrying crates and all on sundry they have to do with it. So you can adopt materially in terms of supplies, you can adopt monetarily, and you can volunteer your time, which is, it's a priceless thing to be able to actually do your time. So people who come there, and it's great. I mean, I'm going to work with them on doing like a little promo for them. This is just impromptu. This is just me doing this from my own experience with them. But they have rooms where they have the cats, and they will take care of them. They will talk to them. They have volunteers come in, and they sit and pet the cats. You let them out and play with them, and work with them. For those who have been infirmed and are in rehab, take work with them. It's really heartwarming to see these people are coming here, volunteering on their own time because they want to. That's a great thing. And with our cats, now they're all being humanely treated, being placed, being loved, being cared for. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these cats? I couldn't care for them anymore. It's costing me a lot. The time was ridiculous. Lucinda would get up at 5 a.m. and spend several hours. You have to fight off raccoons. You have to fight off coyotes. Had a coyote jump over a 6-foot fence. How does a coyote do that? And we've already lost. We've had a goofy neighbor who was killed, at least 4 that, one, I found the body. The other ones, I don't know what happened to them. You've had, like I said, coyotes. You've had the raccoons grab a kitten, rip its guts out. That was fun to have happen. And I understand raccoons are hungry. I mean, I got it, right? It's a tough world out there. I understand that. Cats weren't made to be out in the world. They're pets. They're not made to be like raccoons or what have you out there fighting. And even the raccoons. I mean, every year raccoons die just simply from starvation because they have to sleep the winter. Did they eat enough during the year? It's a tough world. And so the least you can do with cats and dogs, if you can't, and it's another thing, if you can't handle the dog anymore, say you're getting financially strapped, or if you're infirmed and can't handle it, you're getting older, what have you, this is where you can have someone vet as far as veterinarian, vet as far as the people adopting them, and move them to a good house. So you have a lot of ways to do it. You can drop off supplies. This TNR program is the big thing that they're doing now, where they will actually, you can help by catching the cat and bringing it in. And this is what they're, what if I got that link handy? I guess I should have. Yeah, I can do this. Let me get where is this? Okay, here we go. The link is going to be down below. But they do have a program right now. Well, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? All right. Favorite applications. Mousepad. Open recent. There we go. I think you have to leave. Never mind. You have to leave this open while I cut and paste. Excuse me. So now they have a program going on where save outdoor feral cats. Cats don't have to be totally feral, like, wild. I mean, it could be someone, unfortunately, let them out, didn't want them anymore and let them out and all that. And so they're struggling. And so this is a way where you can, if you can help them raise money so that they can pay the vet bill. The vet's giving them a deal. You got to give the vets credit for that. They're spending time and giving them a deal, but it still takes money to do it. And so right now they're going on with this outdoor feral cat trap, neuter, release program. So you can give them their email is listed below. I think it's already passed several times. It is Ruby Whiskers Animal Rescue at gmail.org. I don't like to put it out in text because then you get all kinds of spam junk. But you can find out. Email them and say, hey, I'd like to help. What can I do? I got some cash. I got some time. I can foster. I can help. Because every little bit helps. I've now, because of their help and how they've done it and how they've helped me, how they saved me literally from going crazy with the moral dilemma of what to do with the cats, and I refused to bring them into the county with the kill thing. It just will not do it. I would have them all fixed and have them live in my backyard somehow, but they had a better way to do it. It's better for them too. Now they'll actually have their own little homes. So any way you can contact them, I urge you to do so and to help them with what they're doing. They're in Lamont, Illinois. It's and I tell you, rather than me just rambling on here, call them. You can email them. They'll get back to you. Talk to them. You could. Well, that's it. Let me go back here then. How did I do that? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, well. So this is the deal here. I wanted to take this time out and do this little show dedicated for this. Outside of all other stuff going on, there's live critters that could use your help. I mean, in any way you can. And I highly, I mean, that's just from personal experience dealing with these people. They didn't owe me nothing. They didn't know I did the show. I'm not like I'm rich and I'm going there trying to. This is just a regular person. They were helping. And so I want to do most I can back. And I wanted to do this little bit here to let you know that they're there, what they're doing, and how you can help. So God bless you all. God bless Ruby Whiskers. Thank you, Bree, for all that you've worked with us. They're all volunteers, too. Nobody's making any money on this. They're spending money. They're spending their time, and they'd like you to help. So if you can, please do. God bless you all. And YouTubers, check out the show on Ramble. I've been doing this for 22 years now. I'm still doing it. And God bless you all.